Yo, what is going on, TSG? My name is David Larrabee, aka D-Lav, and to be honest, this is about my 100th attempt at making a commentary for this video. And I probably, narrowed it down to one of two things. Either I need to write myself a script, which I know most commentators don't do, or I just need to slow down my thinking, slow down my talking. All these other YouTubers have me talking a million miles a minute. And I realize how annoying that is just by listening to my own playback. Talking fast ain't cool, man. You gotta slow it down, let the audience absorb what you're saying. But anyways, huge, monumental shout out to 402 Thunder 402. You are a legend. We all know this. Everyone says it in every TSG video. But congrats, and a huge congrats on your 700,000 subscriber milestone. You really deserve every single one of those subs. There's no doubt in my mind that you'll reach 1 million. It might take a little while, but actually, second thought, it might not take a little while because of the whole, YouTube fallout that's going on right now with the advertisements. I think all the big scumbag YouTubers will be leaving relatively soon if this continues because they're not making any money. And I know Thunder ain't in it for the money. Of course, he likes, he likes having the extra income, I'm sure. I mean, who wouldn't? But it's not his main source of income, and he was very smart about it, and I praise him for that. And yeah, just thank you for posting this video, Thunder, and once again, congrats on the 700K. Awesome YouTuber, the best around when it comes to YouTube Call of Duty commentaries. I just want to throw in a quick plug here for myself. It'll be about 20 seconds here. Just, if you guys want, I'm starting up a Beam account. It's like Twitch. If you don't know what Twitch is, it's live streaming as I play video games. I have a face cam. I don't have a set schedule, but if you follow me on Twitter, I could possibly tweet out links as to when I'm live streaming. You can also set up notifications. But anyways, let's get out of that. And in the background, you're watching some Battlefield 1. It's probably my second go-to game. I play mainly Rainbow Six Siege, but my cousin and I here, Timmy Soars, we figured we'd take a break from Siege, not because we were getting mad at it, but we wanted something a little new, but we still wanted to be within the first-person shooter genre, and we really weren't feeling Call of Duty at the time. I'm not a huge fan of Modern Warfare Remastered or Infinite Warfare. Maybe some of you would remember me actually praising Infinite Warfare when it first came out, but I just want you guys to know that quickly soured for me, and I no longer like either game. I have high hopes for Call of Duty World War II, but I'm keeping the expectations low. I want it to be good, but I know they could easily fuck it up. If Call of Duty World War II could borrow one thing from Battlefield here, because right now I'm playing Operations in the gameplay you're watching, they should, and I don't even care if it's a shameless carbon copy Operations from Battlefield 1, Activision, and Sledgehammer specifically, and create a, storming the beaches of Normandy Operations. I'm sure if Battlefield was World War II instead of World War I, they would have absolutely done the beaches of Normandy. And of course, I'm sure there's other iconic battles that I'm forgetting to mention here. And I'm sure some of you guys would fill me in the comments. But yeah, let me know what other battles from World War II you would love to see in an Operations type game mode if you've played Operations in Battlefield. And, what would you like to see in Call of Duty World War II if they had an Operations like game mode? Let me know in the comments. I'll, be more than obliged to read them and comment on them. But let's get into the main topic here of the video, as I'm already crossing 4 minutes here. I apologize. I hate when other YouTubers do that. So I'm kind of a hypocrite there. Anyways, let's talk about the YouTube fallout with the advertisers. I'm sure you guys have, heard about this stuff and probably have heard more than you've ever wanted to hear about it. But why would this be a good thing, you may ask? Because I'm sure in the title I put something about it being a good thing. And I think it is a good thing. I think it's getting all the rats out of YouTube. And rats, I mean the clickbait, channels, the pranksters, all the unnecessary channels that have so many views and subscribers for relatively no reason. Like, they're very untalented people. They're just in it because they were there from the very beginning. And they're milking it to death. And just doing it in the most shameless ways possible. I think this is great. Because it's going to get all the people who were in YouTube for the money out of YouTube, because they're not making any money anymore. I mean, do I think the advertiser boycott is going to last forever? No, I think they'll be back because it's easily the largest target audience, target market for any business to advertise on. And I don't see why they would stay out of it forever. I think they'll be back eventually. I'm not, you know, obviously nobody's sure on how quickly they'll be back, but they'll be back. But by the time they are back, I think we'll have a whole new cast of top tier YouTubers. And, you know, in a perfect world, I'd love to see 402 Thunder 402 as the #1 go-to Call of Duty channel. Maybe not for tips and tricks, I mean, although he probably does in his commentaries, but just for, you know, comedy relief and just a chill place to go, you know, Thunder's the way to go. I think Thunder should be top king, but getting out of Thunder's territory, I'm done hopping on his schlong there. But, you know, there's other YouTubers that could be top tier and up-and-coming YouTubers that just aren't getting the light of day because these other channels that have been around forever are just at the top of their game, you know, getting all the ad revenue, getting all the attention and the recommendations and stuff. And obviously they've earned their spot. I mean, they were there first, finders keepers. But when they're doing it in a shameless way, you know, clickbaiting everything, and I think clickbaiting is shameless. I mean, I'm sure you guys can go look at my channel quick. Obviously, I don't have a huge YouTube channel, only about 271 exactly. You know, I put those red arrows, red circles in my thumbnails, and obviously it doesn't work for me because I'm not a huge channel. But obviously, the guys who are at the top have earned their spot and they've worked their way up there. So I'm not hating on that, but I'm hating on the fact that, you know, they're new ways to get new people in. I don't know. It's just very shameless, shady shit going on here on YouTube. And like Thunder said, man, keep YouTube as a side job. Unless you're PewDiePie making millions, YouTube, if you're making any money at all, should be a side job. Even if you're making more money than you would at a real job, keep the real world job, because what happens when your YouTube career falls through like it is now and you're not making any money? Like, what do you have to offer when you go get a real job? Oh, I'm really good at making clickbait of my mother's titties. Like, no. Like, no, nobody wants that. That's not a skill. I mean, yeah, maybe working with Photoshop is a skill, but like, I work at a supermarket. So say I was like, all right, I'm going to go apply for a job at a supermarket. All right, what skills do you have, David? Well, I'm really good at Photoshop. Well, how would that apply to a supermarket scene? You know what I mean? Like, YouTube doesn't offer a lot of experience for real world situations. I know I'm getting out on like a tangent here and a rant here, but all in all, the main takeaway I want you guys to take from this video is, I think it's a good thing that this YouTube fallout is happening. It's showing all the shady people the door. They're opening the door. They said, all right, get out. We don't want you anymore. And the real OGs who are here, you know, this is a hobby for them. They just enjoy doing this for the fun of it, not the money. I think that's the best thing that's happening right here. We're going to get all the best YouTubers, you know, the best quality YouTubers, the people who are in it for the fun. We're going to have them stay, and I think YouTube is ultimately going to become a better place because of it. At least in a perfect world. I hope that's what's going to happen. And then eventually the advertisers will come back, and the people who deserve the money will get the money. And obviously there's a fine line there between who deserves the money and who doesn't. I mean, you work for the money and whatever. So don't, you know, rip me apart on that. I just think YouTube is going to become a better place. And once again, guys, check out my Beam channel. I'd like to start a nice little community there. You know, check it out. If you don't like it, whatever. Cool with me. But I'd like a follow or whatever. And once again, Thunder, congratulations on the 700K, man. Huge milestone and accomplishment there. And I hope all you guys have an awesome day. Have a good one. Let it go, make my body go, make our bodies higher and higher.